Eritrea's path to independence is a heroic tale, marked by a 30-year struggle against Ethiopian occupation. However, after achieving its sovereignty in 1993, the hopeful horizon for this young nation began to dim. Just as North Korea veered sharply from its southern counterpart after the Korean War, Eritrea diverged dramatically from its neighbors after gaining independence. The reign of President Isaias Afwerki is central to understanding Eritrea's situation. Assuming power in 1993, he has held the position uninterrupted, never allowing national elections. This centralization of power is reminiscent of North Korea's dynasty of Kims, where leadership and absolute control remain within one family. Under Afwerki's leadership, Eritrea took a sharp turn towards authoritarianism. The constitution, ratified in 1997, promised democratic governance, but has yet to be implemented. Similarly, North Korea operates under the facade of a constitution, but its governance is anything but democratic. One of the gravest human rights concerns in Eritrea is the indefinite military conscription. Every Eritrean, upon reaching the age of 18, is required to serve in the national service. Initially meant to be an 18-month program, it has turned into an indefinite commitment for many, with some serving for over a decade under harsh conditions. This is eerily similar to North Korea's mandatory military service, though there are fixed terms in the latter. The Eritrean media landscape is virtually non-existent. The government maintains a chokehold on all media outlets, ensuring a single narrative flows to the public. North Korea too is infamous for its rigid state-controlled media, where the narrative serves to idolize the leadership and vilify perceived enemies. In terms of religious freedom, both nations share troubling parallels. In Eritrea, only 4 religious groups are recognized, and even they face restrictions. All other religious practices are deemed illegal, leading to numerous reports of persecutions, detentions, and torture of unrecognized religious believers. Economic isolation is another factor drawing comparisons between the two nations. Eritrea's economy has struggled due to policies that deter foreign investment, coupled with UN sanctions that were in place from 2009 to 2018. While these sanctions were lifted, the economic landscape remains bleak. North Korea, too, has been on the receiving end of severe sanctions, resulting in economic hardships and isolation. Both Eritrea and North Korea demonstrate a heightened level of paranoia towards external enemies. In Eritrea's case, the long-standing tension with Ethiopia has often been used to justify its militarized society. Similarly, North Korea's constant portrayal of the US and South Korea as imminent threats serves to rationalize its authoritarian practices. Another somber similarity is the perilous journey defectors from both countries undertake. Eritreans often flee, braving arduous journeys across deserts and facing exploitation, in search of a better life. Likewise, North Koreans risk their lives crossing treacherous terrains to escape their homeland. The response of both regimes to defectors is also alarmingly severe. Eritreans who have fled are considered traitors, and their families back home often face severe consequences. Similarly, North Korean defectors, if caught, face imprisonment, torture, or even execution, and their families endure collective punishment. Though Eritrea doesn't match the nuclear ambitions of North Korea, its regional stance is significant. Eritrea has been involved in a myriad of regional conflicts, notably with Yemen and Djibouti, and of course, its tumultuous relationship with Ethiopia. North Korea's aggressive stance towards its neighbors, especially South Korea and Japan, mirrors this regional hostility. Despite these bleak comparisons, it's essential to note that Eritrea and North Korea are distinct nations with unique histories and complexities. The label, North Korea of Africa, should be taken as an expression of international concern rather than a blanket categorization. It's also important to recognize the resilience and spirit of the Eritrean people. Their rich culture, traditions, and hope for a brighter future deserve acknowledgement beyond the political landscape. To conclude, while the comparison between Eritrea and North Korea sheds light on the troubling realities of both nations, it's crucial to approach Eritrea with a nuanced understanding, recognizing its individual challenges and the aspirations of its people. The world must engage constructively with nations like Eritrea, encouraging dialogue and pushing for reforms, while honoring the dignity and rights of its citizens. If you found this video enlightening, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us delve deeper into such critical topics, and together, we can continue to expand our global knowledge.